Hello Internet, I'm Remote Leg. This video is about the difference between military ship classes. It's not about other ship classes like constructors and freighters. There's also some specialist military ships like troop transports, carriers and resupply ships, but we're not covering those either. We're just covering the basics. There are 5 basic military ship classes: escort, frigate, destroyer, cruiser and capital ship. Why? What are the differences? These ships are different not only because they have different classes, but because they have different components. They have different weapons, engines, fuel capacity, etc. because I designed them differently to fill specific roles. So let's even the playing field and redesign all ships to have the same components. We'll use this list of components. It's simple enough. I've just edited each class and added every component that came close to making sense. Everything is minimal. Where possible, I added just one of everything. We upgrade each ship to the new design and now we can compare them. Let's start by checking the costs of these new ships. I've named them so they sort nicely. Yep, they all have the same price and they all have the same maintenance cost. And they are all the same size. Is there a different size limit for each class? No, size is determined by the construction branch of the Energy and Construction Research Tree. As you can see here, our maximum ship size is 1100. There's no mention of ship classes. So far, so good. How about energy consumption? No, all the same values everywhere. The speed of each design is awful because I only added one quantum engine to each, so these are not really practical designs, they're just for testing. How about attack strength and defensive capability? Once again, there is no change between the classes. This seems pretty conclusive to me. The ship icons may look different, but under the hood, they're all the same. Can we give special orders to specific classes? Once again, the answer is no. Orders are related to components, so all these orders are available because we have the required components on board. So what good are ship classes? For the player, every ship is defined by its size and components, not class. The ship classes are for the AI, not for us. The Empire policy screen has a section that allows the AI to build certain numbers of ships when it wants to. As you can see, we balance this by referring to ship classes. Or we can use the build order screen to tell the AI to build certain numbers of ships immediately. Once again, we use ship classes to tell the AI what to build. So as we've seen here, the classes are just labels that allow us to conveniently maintain 5 military ship designs and refer to them. They could easily be called A, B and C rather than escort, frigate and destroyer. The names just add flavour. Next step, what should we build? There are no hard rules regarding what weapons to use. That's up to you. Area effect, lasers, missiles, use whatever you prefer. I do, however, like to specialize my ships. I just think a ship that specializes in a particular role is better than a ship that generalizes in everything. I create fleets to round out the abilities. Most of the basic stuff is the same. Engines, fuel, energy collectors, and enough reactors to allow it to travel at maximum hyperdrive and fire its weapons. The differences are in the defensive and offensive components. Escorts. These are my utility ships that carry all the bits and pieces that aid the fleet, such as scanners, countermeasures and targeting systems. They must have weapons, so they're long range, so the ship can stay well back out of harm. They have lots of shields and armour. Frigates. These are lightweight fighters that are intended to be cheap. I sprinkle them about my empire to repel those pesky pirate ships that are always trying to destroy my mining stations. Destroyers, medium-powered fighting ships. I often have a few fleets of these around to repel any serious attacks on my borders. They're tough and fast. Cruisers, my heavy skirmishers. These are often equipped with beam weapons, shields and armour. Their job is to get in close to a powerful enemy and beam him out of the sky. These are my war dogs. Capital ships. I like to call these starbase smashers. When it's time to assault a formidable enemy spaceport, the starbase smashers arrive and attack from maximum range with missiles. They have point defense cannon to protect against incoming missiles, and if we're lucky, they can attack from such a range that the spaceport can't even fire back. To be honest, I'm not sure if each ship needs a proximity array scanner, but they're small, so I added one anyway. So we have our ships. Now to group them into fleets. Composition of a Picket Fleet. 5 frigates. I position Picket Fleets to defend systems that regularly get attacked by pirates. Composition of a Strike Fleet. 10 destroyers or cruisers, 1 utility ship. Composition of a Starport Attack Fleet. 10 starbase smashers, 1 utility ship. I usually deploy a fleet of starbase smashers in tandem with a fleet of cruisers. The cruisers take out the enemy fighters, allowing the starbase smashers to concentrate on the spaceport. Destroyer fleets work independently, mopping up and providing support to the pickets. If you're losing battles, add more ships to the fleets. So that's all I have to say. A detailed discussion of the design and deployment of the 5 basic military ship types. No doubt some people have their own ideas that may differ from mine, and that's fine. That's the beauty of distant worlds. There's more than one way to build an empire.